What is up, beautiful people? So today I wanted to talk about boot camping your mind. Why I boot camp my mind, why you should boot camp your mind, and the power of really giving yourself a challenge. So let's dive in. Hey guys, it is Ashley from theawakenstate.net. So I am here to talk to you all about mindset and challenges and why it is so important to boot camp your mind. So one thing I just want to say is if you like our videos, please subscribe and hit the little bell to stay notified of each weekly video that comes out on every Friday. So moving on. What I really want to say is there is an immense power when we boot camp our mind. Now, here is why. So if you ever had a problem with following through, being a procrastinator, when you follow into traps of inconsistency, where you follow into a pattern of you're stopping and starting, and you're getting lost in this trap of I want to do this thing, but I keep not following through, or I want to change a habit, but then what happens is a part of me just doesn't fully commit. A part of me doesn't really be immersed in the experience, and I kind of just get to this point where we just give up before we really get started. If you've ever felt that way, I completely understand, because what I've noticed is I've learned to work with my energy. And by working with my energy, I understand how my demeanor operates. I understand how my cycle works, my menstrual cycle and my energetic cycle. And I start to know that when I need to stop and when I need to slow down. And what I began to really notice with this process is I am naturally inconsistent when I do not have a solid enough reason to stay committed to the process. So for me, what I have noticed and found is that challenges completely dissipates this for me. When I understand that I can create a challenge or a commitment or something that is a daily process that I can personally sit down and commit to, I suddenly am fired up, I'm pumped, I am ready to get going, and I am so determined to do it because I'm creating a challenge for myself to succeed at. And I don't know if this is just a mental thing or if it's just part of my demeanor, but what I've noticed is if I have trouble following through, if I have trouble procrastinating, it is always about getting recommitted to my why and ultimately creating a challenge. I have to set goals for myself. I have to set intentions for myself. I have to be in that thick of it. And if I'm not in that space, then that's when I usually don't follow through. I stop doing what I am trying to say I want to do, or I just get completely in the space of inaction, or I let fear dominate the show. And it is all due to that level of feeling inconsistent, which you can change by using challenges. So what is the power of a challenge? So the power of a challenge allows you to really commit to the process. So over the years, I am so committed to challenges. You will notice in a lot of my courses, a lot of my emails, I have explored challenges throughout the entirety of my business. And when we started back in 2016, challenges have been such a huge thing. We have the Reconnect with Soul Challenge, we have the Alignment Reset Challenge, we have Soul Nourishment Bootcamp, we have the Manifesting Detox Bootcamp. We have a lot of challenges. When I set a challenge for myself, things happen. I have used challenges to understand how to work through my goals and set them and make sure I stay committed to them. I have created challenges to complete projects in my life. I've created challenges to declutter my house. I have created challenges to finish a book. I have created challenges for so many different things. There is so much power in giving yourself a challenge. So currently right now, I'm working through a new challenge where I just came up with the idea yesterday, and I'm so excited about this idea. Is a lot of A lot of fitness training is all about 90-day transformation. So normally I do 30-day challenges. So this time I'm going to do a 90-day challenge called the Mind Body Up Level. So it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to work on mindset and body and soul. So I talk a lot about that in the Reconnect to Soul Challenge, how we can do mind rituals, body rituals, and soul rituals. And this is one of like my favorite things ever because it really helps create that mind-body connection. But mainly I'm doing it so I can stay committed to my Pilates practice, which I've kind of mentioned a little bit about. And what I really want to do is I used to do yoga like religiously. And what did I do? I made it into a challenge. Exactly. So when I started to learn Pilates, I fell in love with it, but I noticed I kept not following through. So I'm dedicated this year to mastering Pilates, and I'm working on my mindset as always, because mindset is always critical. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a mind body up level challenge for myself where I'm talking about doing mindset rituals in the morning, and then body rituals, which would be my Pilates practice to work on embodiment. And then we have soul, which is obviously, energetics, chakras, higher self, all that. So that's what I'm currently working on, is a 90-day challenge. So maybe throughout our YouTube journey, I'll give like little progresses throughout the months. So basically what I'm talking about today though is 30-day challenges and why they are so important. So one thing that is known is a habit takes approximately 26 to 28 days to fully become a habit. So therefore, if you're trying to manifest something, if you're trying to create a goal and follow through on that goal, if you're trying to get into a place where you are really wanting to take action, but you keep not taking action, anything like that is due to a habit. So the real secret here is we have to learn about habits and how habits influence our manifesting. So this is what I do in Awaken Your Power to Manifest. So this is the fresh book on Amazon. Yes, I will continue to talk about it because it is my first book on Amazon. I am so proud of myself. It is amazing. And yes, there was a lot of procrastination moments happening. But so the 30-day challenge that I feature in the book is really about learning how to change and shift your energy and your mindset so you can literally become an energetic match towards your desires through the power of gratitude, ritual, and energy work. Now, what I want to say about 30-day challenges is if you give yourself a 30-day challenge, what is going on is you're not only sustaining a habit towards that manifestation, towards your energetics, you're shifting your energy, your vibration, but what is also occurring is you're building a momentum. So if you're not familiar with the compound effect, basically the compound effect is a really cool concept where what happens is we have compound our habits over a certain period of time, and those produce our results. So a lot of goal setting people talk about it, but basically the compound effect works through manifestation because manifestation is built from our habits. So everything is an interconnected system, right? So the 30-day challenges is kind of like this combination of manifestation, goal setting, habit creation, and energetic work. Because what we're doing is you're sustaining a habit through building a momentum of 30-day actions over the course of the challenge. So when you think about it in terms of building a habit, we have the compound effect also at play. So it's kind of like you have this moment where at the beginning, you're starting to build that muscle. But then as you grow and grow and grow, that muscle starts to adapt. And then now you start to build up that muscle as you grow stronger. So your body becomes way more adapt to whatever you're doing, such as the workout or whatever. And then eventually you adapt to that. So it starts to become normal and habitual and automatic. Manifestation is literally the same way. It works with consistency, repetition, self-belief, and most importantly, habit creation. If those things are not in play, it's very hard to sustain manifestation because it is not backed by belief, it is not backed by habit, it is not backed by your identity. So basically, the 30-day challenge is teaching you momentum and how to sustain momentum through manifestation. So that's what I've mainly created in Awaken Your Power to Manifest. It's a 30-day challenge of manifestation, and where you learn 30 manifestation lessons throughout the entire book. And basically, what I really want to tell you is when you look at it like this, we are boot camping our mind. So when I say boot camping my mind, what am I really talking about? Well, basically what we just said is we're learning about the compound effect and how it's snowballing over a course of time, okay? So what I've learned throughout the years of using this challenge and this practice is gratitude does something really unique to our energy, and it kind of creates this emphasis on our point of attraction. And what naturally occurs is it creates a momentum, and this new momentum starts stabilizing new energy. And as it stabilizes new energy, we're propelling our energy in a different direction than what we were. So it's kind of as if you are now building from a different energetic system. I don't even know what to call it. It's like, it feels as if you were over here and your compass was pointed way over here. And you want to go all the way over here where your goal is. But to start, you're still over here saying it's not possible for me. I'm not worthy. I don't believe in this. I don't know if I can have this. I feel separate from this, blah, blah, blah. And what naturally occurs from doing the momentum and doing the practice and doing habitual practice is naturally the repetition creates auto-suggestion, and that auto-suggestion changes your point of awareness and point of attraction. So naturally you start to shift your compass to build a momentum towards your desire. And what I find with this process is there's something really, really powerful when you combine the elements of habitual awareness, momentum, consistency, repetition, and shifting your energy. There is something incredibly powerful when you work with that, because you are literally working with the mind-body connection. You're working with the mind with the affirmations and the gratitude. Then you're working with the body with the rituals and the habits. And then you're working with the spirit with how you do the energy tools and the energy rituals. And what naturally occurs from that experience is you are now primed and ready for your manifestation, because you have now locked and loaded in your manifestation basically. So it kind of creates this moment where you're building tremendous momentum forward. So that is what I have created in Awaken Your Power to Manifest, and why I believe bootcamping your mind is so powerful. Because when we bootcamp our mind, we're basically feeding our mindset with the correct energy, the correct thoughts, the correct feelings, the correct beliefs that we need to succeed and support the vision of our desire. And that is ultimately what it's all about. So I would love to know, are you ready for a challenge? Are you going to set your own challenge this year? Are you thinking about, maybe you thought about, I am one of those people who procrastinate and doesn't follow through, or maybe I just get stuck in inaction. Maybe a challenge would be good for you. I want you to think about this. I want you to consider that maybe it's time to work with your energy versus against your energy, and start to look at how can you influence your own alignment in how you approach things. Maybe look at your energy cycles, maybe look at your menstrual cycle, maybe look at how you show up and approach things. Do you approach them from a place of fear or a place of excitement? Because that will be a totally different experience on your energy. So I invite you to think about your own challenge you would like to have. Maybe it's a 30-day challenge, maybe it's a 60-day challenge, maybe it's a 90-day challenge, whatever it is. I would love to hear your own thoughts about this in the comments, and I'll let you know that Awaken Your Power to Manifest is officially out there, and you can go get it yourself live on Amazon. Okay, I'll see you guys next week.